Well, we're hearing tonight from a Cape Breton man who had a close encounter with a bobcat on his property. The big cat is the talk of the neighborhood, but as it turns out, they're more common than you might think. Here's CTV's Kyle Moore.
For more than 40 years, Harry Pollett has lived in East Bay, but this weekend is the first time he's had an encounter with a bobcat.
Yesterday morning, I was watching and I saw two animals go racing down towards the water, and I thought they were two dogs. And a little later I looked out and I could tell that a dog had some other animal, I thought a bird, up in a tree.
It wasn't a bird. It turns out the neighbor's dog had chased the large cat up and into Pollett's backyard tree. The retired doctor quickly grabbed his binoculars to take a closer look.
I really was glad to see it in the area because we had a major problem in the house where some squirrels got in, took some insulation away, and caused a pipe to freeze and do some serious damage in our basement. So I'm quite happy that, as far as I'm concerned, that's a very welcome addition to the local neighborhood.
Bobcats are familiar felines to the folks at Hope for Wildlife.
You know, Nova Scotia has, a healthy population of bobcats, and we see them quite often. Wherever there's snowshoe hares, you're usually going to find bobcats not too far behind.
Hope says she hasn't seen an increase in the bobcat population, but she says they do see a rise in numbers when we've had a really rough winter. Caring for the animals is a specialty for the staff at Hope for Wildlife. This young cat had been poisoned and required care.
They're more scared of you than we are of them, so they will try and avoid you. It's good to discourage them, like don't leave out cat food and any kind of food or garbage. That helps a lot in reducing the chance of them coming to your property and hanging out.
For Pollett and his neighbors, it's not their first time coming in contact with wildlife.
We had another time where there was a seal down on the road, and a police car was stopped to make sure that nobody would run the seal over, and the wildlife came along, took it away, and put it back in the water somewhere.
Pollett says the bobcat was spotted again this morning before we arrived, and for now is the talk of the neighborhood. Kyle Moore, CTV News, East Bay, Nova Scotia.